I gotta wait till I need to be out of the car to do it.
You need room?
This is Leroy Rollins' channel.
What is happening, people? Welcome to the video. It is just after noon, Saturday, December the 14th today, 24 weeks out from the first show next year. So this morning, weighed in, you guys saw 186.7 if I remember correctly, which is a new low, which is down from last weekend, around 2 pounds. So happy with that, can't really ask for more. Photos looked good, I'm happy with those. Did a little posing this morning. And then I had to do this little work thing from 8 till noon. We set up a little table at a local powerlifting meet, just a little mock one, not fully sanctioned or competitive or anything like that, but a good event for new lifters and that kind of stuff. So was there all morning. I'm 2 meals deep now, so I actually had first meal was my egg whites and spinach with some chicken, and then I had my typical meal 1, which is the 2 eggs and the oats smoothie thing. I had that at the meet because, you know, it's super handy just to sip on that smoothie while we were standing there at the table versus like sitting down and eating an actual meal. But anyways, we are on our way to the gym right now, and coach called for a little bit of a refeed today. He's super happy with everything, so we had a chocolate chip muffin pre-workout. Since it's legs today, we're going to put those extra carbs to good use. And then tonight, he wants me to go get a burger and fries, which is a classic refeed, cheat meal, whatever you guys want to call it. For myself, that's something we've been doing for a long time. The whole time I've been competing now, almost 5 years, that has always been the go-to meal. So be a nice little date night. My fiance and I can go out. That's something that, you know, when you're prepping and you can't just willy-nilly with your food or go out to eat whenever you want, whatever you want, the dates with your significant other, those times become basically non-existent. So when you have these opportunities to enjoy a meal out, make sure you do it. Make sure you savor that moment just as much as you're savoring the food, because especially as the prep goes on, those times become less and less. So we're gonna do that tonight. But anyways, we're heading to the gym now. We've got our muffin in us. We're sipping the pre-workout, and we're gonna hit legs today. I believe two of the guys are coming to join me today. So we're gonna deadlift. We're gonna do some quads. We're gonna have some fun. And like I said, we got that muffin in us, so we got to put that muffin to use. So we'll probably do some nasty stuff today, some high rep drop sets and burnouts and that kind of stuff, and just work. And I will do my cardio after that. Probably treadmill today, 25 minutes, so we'll get that done. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys at the gym. You are ready. Yes! 2. One more.
You had one more, and you had one more.
Yeah. That was good though. That was good though. Power of the hoodie. 3, 4. Every back pose, baby. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 reps, Kyle. Up. 1 more. Good. Nice. Oh, that's 11. Oh, fuck.
Even it out.
Good game, good game.
Buckle straps.
Deadlifts are done. 510 for 5. Kyle hit some massive PRs today. 225 for 11, 250 for what should have been 5, but 4. So now we're gonna go into the belt squat, hit some stuff, get the knee sleeves on so we don't die, and do some shit.
Just go into it. Yeah, I wasn't sure about it. We were trying to.
Stay tall. We got the 100s. We got 45s. Kyle's gonna get 1 more rep. 290 plus whatever the thing weighs. Solid. So that would be, what's 290 plus 90? 380? I think we got 380.
I don't know maths.
Yeah.
380 plus the machine.
Yeah. Which we assume weighs another 300 pounds. So you're doing 680.
Easy way.
Easy weight. There you go. Get those quads to work. Moving all the weight. 8. Let's work. Push hard. 9. You got 3, at least. Left. Yeah. 1 more. Up. Good.
Two more. Next, stay top. Win. 10. Keep going.
Oh, he's in it. 5 more. That'll bring us to 20. Let's go. 1. Back down. No break at the top. 2. Come on. 3. Let's go. Oh. Oh.
Hurry up.
8. Pretty sweet, man.
All right. It's 3:15. Frig, like 3 hours in the gym. What was a killer leg workout, followed by 25 minutes on the treadmill, and then followed by core, and 3 hours later, here we are. So we're gonna end the video here with a little chat about hard work and effort and, you know, what you put into things versus what you get out of things. So a lot of people that I know, locally, a lot of people that I'm coaching, are prepping for the first time for 2020, stepping on stage for the first time. And I think a lot of people can kind of be surprised by the amount of effort it takes to actually excel at, this whole thing from like a bodybuilding perspective. It's not as easy as just like going to the gym and eating, good food and then getting the results from that. There's so much more that goes into it. Like for example, last night was my fiance's work party dinner thing. And I couldn't eat, right? Like, it's not that I couldn't eat. Like, if I really wanted to, I could have moved some foods around, adjusted my macros a bit. But that's not how I like to prep. I am very much like, kind of a robotic, same thing every day, same foods, same amounts, and just that level of consistency. It's what's worked for me in the past, and with what it's gotten me, I can't argue with its effectiveness. So, going there and just being like, no, I can't eat. I took my own little meal, I had that, and I was perfectly fine. And something that simple, to someone new to prepping can be like a huge a huge deal, right? Like, you can't just simply, like, they were all having like good food, right? Like, they're all having, like, I think there was 2 or 3 options. Like, there was like a chicken and a sweet potato option, and then like I looked around the table, some people had like a beef meal. And like, that's not bad by no means. And like I said, like, you could fit that in probably quite easily. But for me, I don't know the oils they cooked it in. I don't know, how much, like, how much protein, carbs, and fats it is. Like, you can guesstimate, but do I want to risk that, estimation, or do I just want to eat my own thing that I know is exact? And I'm going to pick my own thing every time. And those situations will come up a lot on a prep, and especially like depending, like right now, right, it's Christmas. People are already asking me like, oh, like, what about Christmas? And for me, my birthday's in January, then it's it's Valentine's Day, and that's always, for couples, that's always something. And then it's Easter, and like there's always something that you kind of have to work around, and that's just like name of the game. And you got to be able to do that. Anyway, so like, I'm going to be all over the place, and I apologize. But like, the amount of effort you put into this in the gym is important, and in the kitchen is important. But the amount of effort you put in outside of this is just as important. The amount of time you put into posing, the amount of time you put into making sure your recovery is good, and like making sure you get good sleep, and doing your best to keep your stress down. Like, there's so many other things that go into being a successful bodybuilder, and like this includes bikini and figure and men's physique. Like, at the end of the day, we're all trying to build our bodies. We're all trying to do that, so we're just going to call it bodybuilding. But the amount of effort that goes into this, and that's why part of the reason I'm documenting this as much as I can is because I know a lot of people, in my circle are new to this, and you see what people post online, and it's just like snippets of how it all goes, and it's usually the good stuff, right? It's usually, oh, I dropped weight today. Oh, coach said this is good. Oh, I hit a PR. This is good. And like, yeah, we all want to post those highlights, but like, that's like 1% of what all goes into this. Like, the highlight of your day is, surrounded by just like checking the boxes and doing the work that needs to be done, right? It's getting up early probably and getting your photos. Like, for example, like, 'cause I'm a coach and I'm an athlete, so like, for me, take your pictures, right? Like that's like step one, right? If it's check-in day, like get up, take your photos. Like if you got to get up earlier, it takes 5 minutes, right? Like get up and get it done. Like for me in the mornings, like run through your posing really quick. It doesn't take that long, right? And like that extra like 5 minutes of sleep versus that extra 5 minutes of like doing productive things, like that will pay off. Like the extra 5 minutes of sleep isn't doing shit, but practicing your posing every morning, every other morning, whatever it is, like that will pay off, right? So I can't, it's hard for me to wrap my head around why someone wouldn't do that, right? And like I've always been that way about this, and it's just I care so much about this, and I want to do well, and I want to be able to get on stage and be like, look, like I did everything. I didn't flake on things. I didn't like half-ass shit. Like I did everything that I needed to do. And like if you can go on stage and recognize you did all that, you did everything you could, then that's it, right? Like you did everything you could, and nobody can take that away from you. No one can change that, and like you can't control anybody else, how they look, what they bring to the stage, what the judges are looking for that day. Like you can't control anything external, but you can control every single thing you do to get you to that point. You can control the effort you put into the gym. You can control the efforts you put into your posing and looking into shows and how things are run and asking questions and researching and learning. Like there's so much you can do to make yourself better, and how much you put into that will directly reflect how the end result looks. 100%. And that's not saying you're gonna guarantee first place if you do every little thing, because at the end of the day could be someone just better, right? They have a better physique, they've been training longer, like that stuff's out of your control, like I said. But if you can go on that stage and you did it all, you left it all on the table, like that's a reward. And if you want to keep pursuing this, then getting that foundation of effort right off the bat will carry you for a very, very long time. And that's something that I hope I help people understand, not just people that I work with, people that follow me on Instagram or follow this YouTube channel or whatever, like people watching this right now that might not even know me. I just hope people can get behind the idea of putting 100% of your effort in, because if it's not 100%, then it's zero every time, right? Like why would you do anything less than everything you could? I don't see a situation where that's a viable option. So yeah, just a little chat, guys. We're almost 10 minutes into this clip, and as you can see, it's pouring rain out. It's a dreary Saturday, so we're gonna head home and eat, and then probably like pass out for an hour, because that workout was brutal. Kyle and Aaron were both like ready to be done by the end of it, especially after that last couple sets of leg press. Like that was a fight. So yeah, anyways guys, I hope you guys got something away from this little chat. I'm gonna end the video here, and like I said, go home and eat something and then relax. So be sure to like the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this series, becoming a natural pro bodybuilder. Natural bodybuilder, I don't know, whatever I called this. I need to go home. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.